Hey, what's up, y'all? You are in the reaction room with Rese. Welcome or welcome back. Before we get started, please do me a favor. Subscribe to my channel, like, comment, and share this video. This channel is new, so help me out if you don't mind. Today I'm doing a recap of Season 1, Episode 90. Okay, let's see what's going on beyond the gates. We start off at the country club. Danny and Vanessa meet to discuss real estate properties for Danny and Pamela's new modeling agency. Danny tells her that she's contemplating going back into modeling. Vanessa thinks it's a great idea, and she encourages Danny to go for it. Naomi tries to tell Jacob that June is doing better, but his mind is preoccupied. He's worried about the situation with Martin and Smitty. He tells Naomi everything that went down with Kenneth. He says it feels like this whole thing is about to come to a head. As it turns out, Martin's plan was to hold a press conference at Orphy Jean's and make a public confession. Vernon is trying his best to talk him out of it, but Martin is determined to go through with it because Kenny is threatening to hurt his kids. At the casino, Joey, Detective Malone, and Bill meet up to talk about what needs to be done to put a stop to Kenneth. Malone says he's on it, and then Bill tells them that Martin is trying to handle this whole thing himself. He says they don't have a lot of time. Then Malone gets a call and leaves. Over at Martin's house, Samantha tells Tyrell that there's more to the story than they thought. She tells him that Martin and Kenneth know each other, and she's pretty sure they had beef. She also lets Tyrell know that Kenneth was using them to mess with Martin's head. Smitty meets with Kenneth at the park, and he asks him, "Why are you hanging around my kids?" Kenneth says, "Maybe your husband should answer that question." Smitty tells him, "Let me give Martin a message from you." Kenneth said, "Tell him he missed the deadline, and I want my money tonight." And then he says, "I know you think he's the victim, but your husband is the bad guy in this story." At Orphy Jean's, Martin and Vernon go talk in private. Then we find out that Martin was acting in self-defense of a hate crime that night, but they didn't report it. So that's the big secret. Okay, back to the story. Vernon tells him to just put it off for a few days, but Martin says he has to do it now. Back at the casino, Bill tells Joey that he told Vernon about the plan. And then he gets a call, and he learns that Martin is about to hold a press conference. Smitty packs Martin's bags and brings them downstairs. The kids beg him not to kick Martin out, but Smitty says he can't let him stay because Martin has basically been lying to all of them. But the kids want them to work it out. Bill goes over to Orphy Jean's and tells Martin that he supports his decision. Vernon asks him, "What are you doing?" And Bill says, "I'm stalling." Naomi tells Jacob that she hopes Martin's kids don't end up feeling betrayed by their dad the way she does. Then they start talking about June, and she ends up calling that phone number again. And it turns out to be June's sister, who's no longer speaking to her. At the press conference, Bill gives this long introductory speech about Martin to waste time. And then Martin tells him it's time for him to get his speech started. As he's speaking, Malone sends Bill a picture of Kenneth laying on the ground, bleeding, with a text that says, "Done." Bill walks over to Martin and shows him the text. And Martin is so shook that he has to sit down. And then Bill tells the reporters that they have to cut the press conference short because there's a family emergency. And Bill whispers in Martin's ear, "It's over." And that's how the show ended today. What do y'all think about the big secret? If you made it this far, thanks for watching. And please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow, okay? Bye.